Hello, good people of the internet. Welcome back to Miles versus Francisca.
Yeah, I guess so.
Pretty interesting. I like bringing back old characters. I think it's pretty cool.
Whatever happened to Godot?
I don't know. He just he was like, wait, what? Phoenix isn't gonna be prosecuting or not defending because he's sick? Well, fuck this then. I'm not interested if Phoenix isn't gonna be there.
Right? Like, the fuck?
Yeah. Jeez. Kitty, what are you doing?
Just pointing at your drawers in your closet.
That's fine. Miss Fun Karma, do you have anything to say?
There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office.
There isn't? But I'm sure once before... Oh!
I told you, there is no such weakling.
Oh, what is that, a whip? I'm not sure I care for such thing in my courtroom. But bailiff, remove that whip at...
I have no objection to the whip.
You don't?
The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is still only one truth. That is what I stand to prove here today. This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today. But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip between my fingers. I see you brought your flair for the histrionic.
Allow me to add the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court.
Well, Judge, then you're about to be really unsure about everything.
Right. Ugh.
The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor.
Very well, Miss Von Karma, please give an outline of this case. I don't know why I don't just throw you out right now if you can't take away your whip. Why is that allowed in the court? Since when can people just bring weapons in the court? I thought that was illegal.
Your Honor, it's not technically a weapon.
She just hit me with it. I've been attacked.
Well, I suppose if you're that upset about it, we can swap you out for the other judge.
That's fine. It's fine. I'll be okay. Let's just get this over with, man.
Just smoke a little more medicinal, you'll be fine.
Yeah, man, you're right. With as little whipping as possible, please.
The murder victim is the famed picture book author Miss Elise Dunham. Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue.
The sword in this picture, the weapon in question, is the weapon in question, correct? Very well, the court accepts this photo of the crime scene.
There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime.
Very well. Please bring in this witness to the stand.
And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. Wow, I did not expect her to be that
short.
Yeah, I was definitely expecting she would.
I mean, I kind of thought she was short,
like,
but
short, yeah, like you know, on the smaller side, but not like less than 3 feet short.
Yeah.
Like, jeez. Witness, state your name and occupation, please.
Oh, hold on there. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care about this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight.
If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defense lobby for our back pain plagued witness.
Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please. I just love how like the eyes just kind of peered above the thing.
Right, she's just glaring at you as the judge.
Yeah.
Stand up nice and straight.
That's fucking hilarious.
Once again, your name and occupation, please.
Little old me? Well, I'm the head nun of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone. But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. Am I wrong? Am I just not seeing it?
Are you actually in a bikini under your robe?
Is...
Please don't disrobe if that's the case. I'm just
Unless, wait, is that like, is that outfit actually like your swimwear? Because I've heard of like full body swim outfits, but I mean that looks just a bit like, you know.
Especially with the weird like extras on, I guess, the swimming cap you're wearing.
Yeah.
It's a whole deal, you know. It's a lot.
Whoa!
The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave this sanctuary at once.
You want me to leave? Well, I mean, I might have to. Wait, I'm the judge though. No need to get your bikinis in a twist, let me tell you. I'm a sight to behold in summer.
In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that. Let us hear what you have to say then. First, tell us a boot.
Yeah, I guess he's Canadian.
Ooh, okay, well tell us about your movements that night, eh? Fuck.
Wow, this is
I don't know. Now I have to do a high Canadian.
I guess.
Jeez.
I mean, you already kind of were. So the two judges are a really violent, but also stupid, like American judge, and a really fucking stoned out of his mind Canadian judge.
Yeah.
What is this fucking court system?
I don't know, man.
Also, this might be silly to ask, but like, why do we have a Canadian judge and what I assume to be a quote unquote American court? Like,
maybe we're just that close to the border.
I mean, I guess it doesn't actually matter that much, so because I don't think nationality really matters in being able to be a judge.
No.
Right?
No, not really.
You don't have to be an American citizen.
I don't think so.
Do you?
I don't know. Plus, to
this
be
is
fair,
mostly just kind of asking out loud, but
I think people like in Minnesota or like North Dakota could have like kind of Canadian accents because they live that close, you know.
I mean, I suppose you mean more like Montana.
I guess
That's the very large state at the top of the U.S.
Yes,
It covers like most of the Midwest.
but North Dakota is also at the top, isn't it?
Ish. I don't know how much. Here. I'll pull up a goddamn map.
Okay. Do. Oh shit! Wait, that's copyrighted. I can't sing that.
No, not Google Maps. God damn it. Images, yes.
Did you find it?
Okay, Minnesota is not as large as I thought it was, apparently. Neither is Montana. Oh. No, I'm just an idiot. Okay. I thought the places where Montana and the Dakotas were swapped around. I thought the Dakotas were further west, but no.
But North Dakota is in fact
At the top, yes. Next to Minnesota. And Wisconsin. So yeah, Montana, a little... Wait a second.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that Idaho was over on the western coast. I definitely thought it was east. Jeez, I need to study a fucking map again, apparently. Holy shit.
We're Americans, but you probably couldn't be able to tell just by how stupid we are about our own country.
Actually, that's probably the exact reason they could tell.
Actually, you have a good point. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, Wisconsin, Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, the small tip of Idaho, and Washington are mostly like northern border states next to Canada and its provinces.
So it's possible that he's just from one of those states and just picked up the accent.
Possibly. Alternatively, it could be like he's on like a special like administrative thing where like he's working across the border temporarily or something, or he could just be a Canadian guy that happened to move here and he's a judge.
Yeah. Why are we going so in depth about the backstory of one minor character?
I don't know. I just think it's interesting.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, the night of the murder. That night, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently.
So, I left Iris to help the
Violently. Jeez.
Yeah.
What is their back fucking just like snap out of a limb every so often? Just like, yeah, see?
Yeah, she just like does a complete like she like bend over completely backwards, like her face at her ankles or whatever.
Her fucking
Yeah.
like something out of The Exorcist.
Jeez, yeah.
So I left Iris to help the Acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. There's no bath at the end of Temple, you see, and I needed a long, hot soak. It was after I had finished, I was heading back. That's when I saw it.
So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple.
Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
Johnny?
That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made. There's only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you are not about to fall at the first hurdle, now are you, Miles Edgeworth?
Mr. Edwards, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh,
What is it?
so a court justice, or judge as we know them, does not have to be a lawyer or a law school graduate, but all justices have been trained in the law. Also, a court justice says that the Constitution does not specify qualifications for justices such as age, education, profession, or native-born citizenship. So here in the U.S., you can just become a judge. Yeah.
Well, shit. No wonder why there are so many judges that give shitty verdicts.
Both in the game and IRL. Ayo!
Yeah. I was mostly talking about IRL. But anyway. Hold it.
Hold it. What is this? What is this inner temple?
Well, see, conversing with the spirits is what we train people to do, right?
Sure.
We'll be the ones asking you the questions, madam.
Your Honor, lay off. She's just following her own logic.
In order to do that, a place with strong spiritual power is required. There's a small temple across Dusky Bridge called the Inner Temple. Now there's a cat in front of my screen, and I can't read what my words are. Come here, baby. Acolytes must spend an entire night there to undergo intense training.
And how exactly do you help with this process?
It's all quite exacting. It can't be performed without a nun supervising.
Like a tutor watching to make sure a spoiled child studies. A tutor with a whip, in your case. If that is the case, then why did you return to Hazakura Temple where the murder took place? Violently.
That's right. It's no laughing matter, especially in winter. I can't hold anything heavier than a knife and a fork during the cold months. Just being alive like this is... Just being alive is like strict training. Wahahaha.
On the night of the murder, was this fabulous back of yours hurting again?
That's right. Raging like a bull in a pig pen. I almost fainted once or twice. I just knew that unless I warmed it up, it was gonna finally finish me off.
You left Iris to help. With what?
What do you think? The Acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter into the training exercises proper.
Was it your place to remain with the disciple?
Well, the job is simply to watch over the Acolyte so they don't pass away.
Just to confirm this point again, that night, you met Iris in the inner temple, correct?
Yes. She's a gentle, honest girl. She's never once failed to follow my directions.
So you returned to the Hazakura Temple in order to take a bath?
My back is to blame for everything. It's do or be done in kind of world after all.
How long were you in the bath for, if you don't mind me asking?
My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know what's on your mind. I bet your next question is going to be, where exactly did you wash? This is why I have to watch the young ones.
No, please, you... What are you going on about? I was... Pathetic, Miles Edgeworth.
The lowest of the low.
Is there some sort of kick me sign stuck to the defense's bench?
Yes, apparently.
Apparently it's right there on the stand. I now understand what Phoenix mean. I now understand why Phoenix behaves the way he does.
Anyway, I couldn't afford to be away from my post for too long, you understand, so...
The crime took place in the courtyard, correct?
When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard.
That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case.
That certainly seems to be true.
There is indeed only one problem with this testimony. If I can clearly point out what it is, then I can begin to quantify just how good this witness's memory and observation skills are.
Okay, so?
Well, clearly we need to press her on the fact that that Iris has never failed to follow her directions, because she did, because she went to go meet Larry.
Yes, but do we have... Oh, Iris is Hempstony, okay.
Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's face rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all.
Well, don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of Hasakura Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No. She said that?
A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back. But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
That is true.
But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe she would lie.
What if Larry did it?
Oh no.
As strange as that might sound.
Dude, we start off the trilogy defending Larry and end the trilogy prosecuting Larry.
Oh my god. Can you imagine? Phoenix bursts in, he fucking like slaps Francesca out of the way or whatever. That slaps when he shoves her aside.
Yeah.
There at the prosecutor's table, fucking like half dressed in his suit, you know, the wire still hanging out of him, his hair all messed up but still spiky.
I'm taking over this court as the prosecution.
I know what
Prosecutor
really
Phoenix
happened.
Wright.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Freaking roll swap.
Right? Friggin' Edgeworth is on the other side, just... What? Phoenix, what are you doing? You should be in the hospital. Why? Edgeworth, you're not gonna fucking believe this. It's fucking Larry! It's Larry!
Edgeworth's like, really? Our Larry?
Yes, our Larry! Lorius or whatever? At some point that, I guess the fucking fame or something went to his head and he thought he could, like, I don't know, become a better artist or something if he, like, I don't know, stole the soul of his master or something, so he fucking killed her for it. And he's trying to do some sort of weird... He's trying to do the Korean channeling thing to try and, like steal her power or some shit, but it's bullshit because it doesn't work that way. Ah! Larry! I can't fucking believe it, Edgeworth! Help me!
Edgeworth just
collapses.
Edgeworth just sighs, shakes his head and goes, well, if something smells, it's usually the butts.
Gunship laughs, is the only audience member in the entire courtroom that just laughs about the entire thing.
Jeez.
That's a good one, pal.
She does indeed have honest eyes. Whoa!
All people lie. That is my belief.
Why am I the only one being whipped here? Anyway, neither witness nor defendant have any reason to lie. Which means we must call your memory into question.
Dear. You're older than me, yet you want to play that game, do you?
Oh, well, that isn't exactly what I...
My memory is perfect. Crystal clear, especially in winter.
Then, I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edwards, if you're going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show a more decisive piece of evidence.
Understood, Your Honor. It was naive to think that alone would do the trick.
And please add your comments about Iris to the testimony.
A boot.
A boot, and let us return to the cross-examination.
Okay. Well, I already know this.
Oh, yeah?
Iris came to the Inner Temple. She was dressed exactly as she had been at dinner, except she gave this to Phoenix.
Yeah. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant, whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct?
Of course. That is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Why, I'm tired of doing this laugh. Wait a minute.
Hold it right there. Why did you have that? That's the question of the day, now wasn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then Irish should have been missing this very hood.
Well.
Great.
I know it's just like... I know it's supposed to be only like just like one, but it looks like there's several like basically pizza boxes just stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
Also, she is really short.
Yeah.
Like, jeez.
Yeah, like really short.
It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. And also the pain he suffers every time everyone kicks him in the courtroom.
Right. Order. Well, I couldn't read that.
Sister! This hood, you have spare ones around the temple, don't you?
Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them.
I see. A stockpile. A surplus of hoods, eh?
Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned.
Then this is quite strange. Whoa!
If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There was no contradiction here. I'm sorry to bring this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt.
Witness? Well, I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt. You must give it every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with going along with this.
Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the Inner Temple. Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation.
That's an interesting way to put it.
Yeah.
I finished my bath around 11, and then I thought I should return to the Inner Temple. As I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look and Iris was, Mystic Elise, with that sword of all things.
She's probably trying to pull the sword out after discovering her being stabbed. Alternatively, it might be... What if that's the real Dahlia that came through and fucking stabbed her?
I was thinking the same thing, because they both have the same hairstyles.
Right.
So, like, what if this really is a case of lookalikes?
But how?
I don't know.
Even if it is just lookalikes, how? Do they have a mysterious extra third sister that came in and did it?
Dude, I don't fucking know, man. I really don't.
I mean, because Dahlia's in jail, the older sister's dead, Iris is currently on the defendant's bench, so what, is there an extra mysterious fourth sister? Did Dahlia escape jail? Is this some sort of weird spirit possession thing? Like, was she possessed by a demon? Because she wasn't wearing the fucking hood or whatever?
Oh! What if... So there's only two people we know that can channel spirits. Maya, who's stuck in the temple across the bridge.
And
Pearl, who has been missing.
do you think she channeled Dahlia?
What if? What if Pearl...
But she was supposed to be with,
And also Dahlia's not dead?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, anyway. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out to the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window.
Isn't that like 2 or 3 stories up or something? Though?
Yeah.
So if she were pushed out, it would definitely
Well,
be kind of an impact, and there would be no point to stab her because she'd probably already be dead from the fall.
well, when we did the investigation, we saw that she had several bruises from the fall, but it didn't actually kill her.
Oh,
So she was finished off with a sword.
I see.
You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in court. And me, seeing it all with this very chair. Something like that. My imagination can get pretty wild.
Judge, do you
sometimes.
understand how a whip works? I can't just
Listen, I am...
cut a person in half. It's not bladed or anything.
I don't know. How do whips work?
I'm not going to get into it, but generally it's a very, very long, sometimes intertwined couple pieces of leather.
Oh, wait a minute, you've been hitting me with that whip. Am I gonna cut in half?
No, Judge, that's not how that works.
Okay. I need some more.
Right.
Bailiff strikes up on the record.
This judge, his imagination is about as vivid and creative as destructive gumshoe. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth. Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours?
I do love their, fucking...
Dynamic?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Meow.
How far is it from your room to the inner temple?
Let me think for a moment. About 20 minutes on these stumps of mine. It's about 15 minutes to Dusky Bridge from Hazakura Temple. The inner temple is just beyond that bridge.
Still, you never made it back there last night, did you?
That's right. I was heading along the walkway toward Main Hall.
You say you heard a noise.
Thump, just like that.
That could only be the sound of the victim falling.
It's very quiet in the temple, you know. You can even hear the snow falling from the branches. Thump, just like that.
But then, couldn't this noise you heard just have been snow falling to the ground?
I never thought of that.
Jiggle face. Ho 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 ho!
The next one to laugh gets a whipping.
Well, whatever the source of the sound, I looked over at the courtyard and...
This is the second time that the witnesses testified to seeing the defendant. But some doubt remains in these claims.
Hey, just what does that mean? Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you the right to...
The murderer who stabbed the victim with the sword, Sister Bikini. Try to recall exactly who it was you saw, as clearly as you can.
Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Oh, now that you mention it, there was something awfully strange about her. Something that has been bugging me all this time.
Please, don't keep us in suspense.
Her hood.
Her hood?
That's right. It's coming back to me. Iris, she wasn't wearing the hood. I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? After all, she had given that hood away to someone, right?
Yeah.
So wait, is that... Okay, now I'm thinking... So they say that the hood is supposed to ward off demons, right? Is this really actually going to be one of those cases where she was, like, possessed or something?
And if so, does that mean that she's not responsible for her actions?
How is that going to work in a court of law?
I don't know. They may go with what the law says, and because she was technically the one that did it, demon or no, possession or no, she is the one...
Ooh. You getting a call?
No,
Oh, okay.
alarm for work soon.
Gotcha.
Anyway, but if since she is the one that actually is the body that controls the actions of what happened to the victim, they might try and look at it that way, and because she was the one that technically stabbed him, or her,
So if that is
she's the killer.
If that is the case, then how the fuck are we going to defend that?
I don't know. I mean, then again, they have used like spiritual and like mystic-esque kind of things before for police cases. So I mean,
but the most striking being the one where Maya, well, the second time Maya was, where with everything with Morgan Fay and whatnot. But it turns out that she wasn't actually channeling a spirit.
right, because she was locked up in the box, right?
Yeah, and like the person who was dead was actually the sister who was actually still alive.
Right.
So.
I don't know, man. It's a lot of weird shit.
Yeah.
Ha! You've dug your own grave, Miles Edgeworth.
What do you say, Mr. Edgeworth? Is this testimony important? Sure, probably.
This may initially appear to put me at a disadvantage, but I can't see any other leads at the moment. Your Honor, I would like these new statements to be added to the testimony. Heh, Miles Edgeworth, if you want to hang yourself, you need only to ask. I'll gladly lend you my whip.
Jeez. Witness, add that statement to your testimony.
No problem.
In the next episode, we'll finish this cross-examination.
Probably.
See you guys then.
Bye.